Hello everybody, this is Kyrex with more Let's Play Harvest Moon Back to Nature. And we're just gonna jump right in. Last time we had the first week, and that first video was 2 fucking hours long, and I apologize for that. I really hope I can blaze through this game faster as time goes on, because the longer you play, the easier it gets. Even though I will be doing more stuff, I will be better at doing that stuff. So, first off, we hug the dog. Yay, dog. Then we check the weather. Ooh, good, it's rainy tomorrow. I love rain. And our special thing is, oh, the shogi hour. I'm fast forwarding through this. If you are into shogi and you get this, congrats, but that's utterly beyond me. I'm going to skip the other things. This, by the way, is available on PlayStation Network, the PlayStation Store thing. So if you want to get this game, it's not that expensive. It's like $6, $10. It's one of the two. It's relatively cheap. Now, this is the first festival day we're having. First thing you gotta know about festivals is nobody does what they usually do. Which is to say, harvesting is a waste of time and money. So I'm not gonna. Well, I'm not gonna harvest the way I usually do. I don't remember if people will accept gifts. I know that all the shops tend to be closed, so you can't go and get anything done, which is annoying. But what can you do? You just gotta put up with it, you know? You will see, not everyone, but a lot of people in the town square for the festival. You can talk to them, and I believe, like I said, this will actually raise their relationship a little bit with you. But again, they will not accept gifts while they're there. So, no harvesting, no gift giving, no shopping. While they are a nice break from work, you still have to work. As you see, I'm here not harvesting, but watering all of my plots here, and that is a little annoying. I think it's anywhere from 9 to noon, or maybe it's 10 to noon or whatever. There's a certain point when the town square opens for the festival. I think it's 9 o'clock. So, for example, I can't just wake up, go to the town square, and be done. You know? But yeah, we're going to get all this knocked out right off in the morning. So that we can be done with it and just go to the town square, do the festival thing, and go the fuck to sleep. Also, the fishing guy, who I believe was named Greg, and I'm almost quoting this, by the way. You'll see him most mornings in spring. Bullshit. I've looked for him almost every morning and have yet to see him once. And that's the thing. One time is all you have to see him. You have to see him just once. And that one time is a bitch. Because he gives you your first fishing rod, and the fishing rod, unlike in the Mineral Town game, doesn't upgrade the same way. You upgrade it by getting 50 fish in your fish pond. At which point, Greg will find you and give you the upgrade, which allows you to catch legendary fish. There are, I believe, 10 of them, and I will be doing my best to catch them. It's kind of a 100% thing. I'm not going to stress over missing any of them, but I'm going to do my best to catch them because it gives me something to fill 3 fucking years with. You're probably thinking, well, Kyox, I thought you said you weren't harvesting. I'm not harvesting normally. You see, the game doesn't actually care when these are plucked. The fact that these aren't necessarily fresh by tomorrow doesn't detract from the fact that I can get money for them tomorrow. I'm kind of cheating here. So here is the festival. Let's see all the people at the festival and all the pretty harvest goddess dresses. Aha! Sasha. That is her name. Those things have got to be so raggedy by the time they get to these girls. I'm going to talk to the girls. I'm just talking to the adults first. Yeah, Duke and his wife had a daughter. Well, they have a daughter. She didn't die. But she moved away from town. I don't think you ever see her. You hear from her. This is Basil, by the way. We haven't talked to him yet. He's kind of a botanist slash researcher. He writes. He's just absolutely entranced with this town, and it's a nice town. And of course, these are Mary's parents. I cannot remember her mother's name, and I feel bad about that. Here's Mary. She actually looks kind of cute in hers. And here's Karen. I love that little flower tiara she's got going on there. And then Popuri. Oh, she is just adorable. She's so perky. And Anne. And then Ellie. Oh, that is so cute. I don't know, it's a toss-up between Karen and Anne. Or not Karen and Anne, Karen and Ellie for me, as far as who has the better dress. Yes, let's begin. Begin the festival! Dance for my entertainment! For the record, I'm most likely going to skip this in later years, simply because the dialogue doesn't change. The only thing that's ever going to change, really, is the color of the girls' hearts when they talk to me. But then again, you gotta fill time, so I might just talk to them anyway. And most festivals, if they don't boot you out completely, have new dialogue at the end of it. Like, I think Popuri tripped, for example, or no. And we're done! That's it. That's Sunday. Sleep without a diary entry. Yay, sleep! Nap, nap, snooze. And today's gonna be awesome because I don't have to water a goddamn thing. Plus, I've got some extra money coming. I could, by the way, have grabbed a bamboo shoot, but I chose not to. And, go over here. And now that I think about it, I think the power berries I'm thinking of are actually in the mines. And, by the way, the horse does that. Sometimes he just randomly loses his shit. Just gets hyper for no reason and starts running. This can be bad, because if you let him run near the entrance, he will escape, and if it's raining like it is now, he will lose a heart. He will lose affection for you for letting him out in the rain. I think Greg is one of the few people who will go outside and do his events during the rain, and I'm hoping that's the case. I have nothing to do today, Greg. I will sit out here and wait for your derpy ass. See something here. I don't think that's enough. While I wait for Greg, I'm going to look something up real quick. Okay. Oh, I can do it. Cool. I'm going to do it. On the 11th, I'm going to do a thing. I'm going to upgrade the axe. Gonna give him till 10 to get out here, and if he's not out here, I'm leaving. Yeah, I don't think you actually can go in Zach's house in this game. And I think Greg lives with him. But I don't know. I don't know if Greg lives anywhere. He might live on the damn boat for all I know. Okay, that's it. Fuck this guy. I'm going home. I don't have a lot to do today, but I have better things to do than this. You know? For example, I have crops to toss away. Well, toss away, but you know what I mean. I got things to sell to the farms. No, I am the farm. I have things to sell to the goddamn stores. I'm gonna put the grass in the box and Zach will give me money. There, that's what I'm gonna do. Put the grass in the box, give me my money. If I'm not mistaken, tomorrow's another turnip harvest. Which is gonna suck a little bit. Because I do not... Well, I'm gonna have the money for more turnips. But, store's closed tomorrow. No. I haven't accidentally thrown anything yet. It's gonna happen eventually, I just don't want it to happen now. Did I check the weather? Yeah, I checked the weather because we had the shogi hour. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna buy the new seeds today. So that when they come in tomorrow, I'm ready for them. And I can just harvest my turnips, give one to the goddess, put the rest in the bin, and plant new turnips immediately. You know, I actually might get... Yeah, I'm gonna get 2 turnip harvests in this week, I think. Shit. Oh, no, wait, I can do the thing tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but Wednesday. Because there's a birthday this week that I thought I was going to have to miss out on, but I don't. It just requires a teensy bit of prep work is all. I know what they are, Jeff. I think his name is Jeff. Either way, I know what these are. By the way, I probably won't be doing it until fall, but grass seeds are a thing. You know what? Fuck, I'm gonna buy enough. But grass seeds are an interesting thing in that they're unique. Because grass needs nothing done to it. Yeah, grass doesn't really do anything, it just grows on its own. And you have nothing new to say. But yeah, once you plant grass, as long as nothing tears it out of the ground, like you don't hammer it or hoe it, or a hurricane doesn't rip it from the ground, then it will grow forever. Like grass that I plant in autumn that gets snowed over in winter will be right there ready to grow back in spring. Once you plant grass, it pretty much stays forever. And a common thing that I will do is in these rows here, I will just plant grass seeds, and it's expensive beyond reason. I mean, it costs all of the money to do that. But what it ends up letting you do is this weeding that I'm doing is a thing I never have to do again. And if I ever get low on animal feed, I just go in and chop it up. You know? I think grass grows in every week or so, or at least it grows high enough to cut every week or so. And I'm just going to rip up some weeds while I wait. So yeah, you can get a pretty good idea of why it is that I would want to plant grass seeds to stop this from being a thing. Because this gets real old real fast. Granted, as long as you stay on top of it, it never gets bad, but it also never stops, you know? The only thing that stops weeds from growing in are either crops being grown or crops being seeded or something. Basically, if something takes up the slot where it would be. Be it a crop, a rock, a tree stump, a twig, etc. Either debris, crops, or seeds are the only things that will stop it. So naturally, you're going to want to have things planted. And it doesn't make sense to, say, fill the entire field with turnips because you'd never be able to water the whole thing. So instead, you put grass, which requires no care whatsoever. Now, I already know the answer to this, but I'm going to double check. Do I? I do. I have over 1,000. That's going to be important. A minute. Well, not a minute. Oh, good. More rain tomorrow. That's going to be useful. And the Delicious Hour, which I believe is a cooking show. Yep. And I'm going to skip the news channels because all they do is tell you about the holidays. And I'm going to skip the life on a farm because they really aren't going to go over anything that I haven't already told you. Derp! Well, I finally wasted something. I knew it would happen this video because I brought it up. And that's what cucumbers look like when they're coming in. I was saving that for the goddess. Now, unless I have turnips or potatoes coming in the same day, I'm going to lose 4 of those cucumbers for a thing that I have to do. But yeah, as for this goddess thing, the sooner it gets out of the way, the better. Because all the things are beneficial. One is good for well, 2 of them are good for improving your relationships with people in the town, and one of them is a power berry. Oh my god, this takes forever. Well, let's brush the damn horse. Also, pluck the damn garden. Nope, nope. Behave yourself. Bad Anubis. Yeah, I was actually gonna, at the time of this recording, it's June 27th in 2015. And I say that because it's anyone's guess when this is gonna go up. But at the time of this recording, I wanted to do some stuff for Resident Evil 5, but I had to cancel PlayStation Plus, and I don't have it right now. And that was one of my PlayStation Plus games, so until I get that back, that game is on standby. And for the record, I haven't given up on Ellie. I'm just not bothering with the flowers because right now I don't have the material to make it work. And since the Harvest Goddess Festival's already over, there's no more rush. And I will say again, it is possible to get her in that first month, or in that first year, to go with you. I think she's literally the only romance option that is possible to go with. Though it's entirely possible you could get Mary. Given that I can't stand Mary, I've never attempted it. Though it is worth mentioning also that even if a girl doesn't love a thing, as long as she doesn't hate it, it will raise the value. For example, Karen is not thrilled by Moondrop flowers. But if I give them to her, it still makes her happy. If I were to give her, say, the amount that I was giving Ellie, or let's say I started with a, let's say I had the full rucksack and I just gave her every flower every day, it would raise her up eventually. It just wouldn't raise her nearly as fast as it would raise Ellie. Okay, we are gonna swap around my tools a little bit, because there's a thing I need to do today. Okay, today is actually going to be a very busy day for me in this game. Busier than usual, in fact. By a factor of, you know, everything. Now, am I getting this date right, or... Yep, that's the right date. I couldn't remember if it was the 11th or the 14th. It is, in fact, the 11th. So yeah, busy day on the farm, and not just because there was a turnip harvest that came in. And by the way, this whole knowing when your crops come in thing also saves time, because otherwise, I'd have completely lost this. I'd have lost an entire day of turnips. Because I would have harvested these, or left them in the ground, and then had nothing to plant. But either way, I would have lost a potential day of growing crops. So, realizing that, oh, they're going to grow in today, meant that I'm like, oh, well, tomorrow's a Tuesday, so let's get that in. The 14th should be my next turnip harvest. I think potatoes take 6 to 8 days, and cucumbers, I want to say, take 10 to 12, and like 4 days to grow back or something. Again, as soon as I get a minute, I'll actually check and get you the real numbers. Because, you know, this is the video at which point they become relevant. Okay, there's that. Now, we're going to hit up the hot spring just to get ourselves recharged a little bit so that I have the energy to do this next thing. We're going to stay in here till 7 while I look this up. Okay. Springtime crops. Okay. Cucumbers take 10 days to grow, and they grow back every 5 days, and they're worth 60 and they cost 200. Potatoes cost 150, are worth 80, and grow every 8 days. Strawberries cost 150, are worth 30, but grow back. They grow in 9 days and grow back every 2. Cabbages cost 500, are worth 250, and take 15 days to grow. So yeah, cabbages are kind of up there. And we've already established turnips in the previous video. Now, you get to see me mine. For 2 reasons. 1, I want that axe ready. And number 2, also, when mining, sometimes you can find money. You can find several different kinds of ore. Junk ore is worthless. You'll definitely see me get some of that. There are power berries. There are a couple recipes in here. This is junk ore, by the way. It's worth like 10. It's actually worth less than the space it takes up. I'm getting pretty good on the money, and you can also uncover this. The deeper you go, the more valuable the ore you find becomes. That's junk ore. It's worthless. As you can see, this is energy consuming, which is why I hit the hot springs. Now, I was going to do this the other day. Get the axe that was. Oh, that's one of the things I needed. But then I remembered, while he's doing the axe, I can't get in his store, so I can't give him his birthday present tomorrow. But if I give him the birthday present first... Come on, one more ore that's worth something. Doesn't matter what kind. Anything from copper to mistral, he'll take it. Yeah, I made a surprising amount of money in this cave. There we go. There's some silver. And just... I want to see some here. I have 3750. We're going to toss that because I want to find a money thing first. Toss it. Yeah, those are worth 10 each. Also, when I go upstairs, it's immediately an exit to the cave. It's not like going up each floor. And of course, the deeper you go, the more common the better ores get. Like you saw me just picking up copper left and right there. Okay, that's it for today. Now we go on to the next day. And because time stops inside the mine, that didn't take nearly as much time as it should have. It should be close to midnight now with as much time as I actually spent down there. Later Harvest Moon games do drop the time vortex factor of going into buildings, which is kind of annoying, let's be honest. By the way, the upgraded hoe doesn't help in there. Mistral hoe is no different than anything else, really, and that's kind of sad. Because I would love to take a Mistral hoe and just plow the entire thing in one go. But game won't let me because game sucks. Then we go to the bedtime. And I believe today is raining. The song hour. Karaoke. Samurai Boy. What is Nato? Sunny. Yep, I think I definitely hear rain. Oh yeah, that simplifies things. Forever. That's all the simplifying. Into the stable we go. God, you are hyper as shit, Anubis. And again, I do keep him cooped up in the tiny stable all the time. So naturally, that would get his blood going. Also, while we're on the subject, let's try and find Greg. Will today be the day? Of course it won't. Nyah. Damn it. I can taste it in the air. He's not going to be here. He's never here. He doesn't really exist. It's been a figment of my imagination this entire time. Damn you, Greg. Damn you for not existing. It's entirely possible he just doesn't come out in the rain like anybody else. You know what? I'm just going to sit here and wait, because I can't do anything until 9 anyway. I'm about to say, do I have the money? Oh, yeah, I have the money. Oh, this pisses me off. If I weren't doing my axe today, I could get my rucksack today. But I need that axe. And I don't want to have to wait 2 days to get it. Because he's closed tomorrow. I can get the rucksack tomorrow. Because I should have enough just from the shit I gathered today to get the rucksack. There's the priest. I don't really talk to him because he didn't really do anything. You can go into the confessional and confess things, and it's kind of silly, but it's really it. Okay. Take the silver one. Wrap it up. And then take my time, because he doesn't open till 10. Hi, Ellie. Incidentally, I think the winery part of the thing closes at 10. Now we give him this. Level up a tool. Yep. That's fine. And now he locks me out until the 14th, I believe. And that's that. Now I do my harvesty stuff. You know what? Fuck it. Let's check for Greg one more time. Because I got nothing else to do. It's raining today. It's just this and weeding the farm. And that's all there is today. Because it's raining and I've done all the hard work. There's nothing new to plant. There's nothing new to harvest. I've cleared most of the hard stuff out of the field. And I've done my shopping for the day. Bye, Zach. Bye, Zach. Greg, you're a whore. You're a filthy fishing whore, and nobody likes you. Because you don't exist. I think it goes without saying he's not getting a birthday present just because it's a bitch to find him. I'd be foaming at the mouth just trying to find him to give him a birthday present. And then I'd have wasted whatever money I spent on the wrapping paper. But yeah, it goes without saying, this first spring is all about getting yourself established. If you can get at least the bronze hammer by the end of this, then you're doing good. I keep saying bronze. The copper hammer. If you can get the copper hammer by the end of spring, you're doing good. And of course the copper axe, like I'm already getting. The silver one takes more work simply because you have to actively level that up. Because there's like 2 rocks outside of your farm that are big enough to break, that grow back. And you have to actively grind to get that hammer. It's not just something you stumble into, like you do with the axe. And for those who are curious, well, Kyrix, what happens if I accidentally got rid of some of the twigs before I got to 100%? And I'm sorry I make you guys have that voice, but it's the voice I chose. Well, it's a good thing you asked that question. Well, if you have a fishing rod, because Greg exists in your copy of the game, then sometimes you pull up branches that you can immediately throw on your field, and only on your field. It's litter anywhere else, and it also breaks anywhere but your field. And then you chop it up like an onion, which I believe grow in fall in this game. But yeah, in summertime is also the time where I grow corn, and I love me some corn. And not just in the game. Corn is one of the few vegetables I will actually eat. But corn has another use besides just selling. Well, 2 uses. One, it makes Kai like you a little bit more if you give him some, because he likes corn. Because he's a sane human being. And only... yeah, he just loves corn. Only sane people and me like corn. But it also can be tossed into your little watermill and ground up into chicken feed. Now, the funny thing is, I believe you get the same amount for selling corn as you would for buying the same amount of chicken feed. But the difference is, you pay for corn once and it grows in constantly. It keeps growing back, so it becomes self-sustaining. You don't have to buy it. And while either way you're out the same amount of money, it's different to waste money you never had in the first place than to spend money that's in your pocket, you know? Or at least it feels that way to me. From a financial standpoint, it really doesn't make any difference. I just like to toss the corn in the grinder. And if you have a hothouse and you devote at least one of your plots, because there's enough room for 4 3x3 plots in a hothouse, and if you devote at least one of them to corn, you will have chicken feed forever. you know? I think I'm gonna get this whole thing weeded today. Or at least I would if I wasn't trying to make these videos as short as I can without skipping anything. And let's face facts, in this first year, it's not important the garden gets cleaner, you know? That's why I'm not stressing overly much to get the stones cleared, for example. Matter of fact, I might even let that go as far as into wintertime. Maybe not that far, but either way, I'm going to let it slide for a while. Should I brush the horse today? Yeah, I brushed the horse today because I was worried he'd escape into the rain again. Not again, he didn't do it before, but you know what I mean. Don't think anything happens on the 12th that I need to concern myself with, other than just, you know, the typical day-to-day bullshit of the farm. Though with my luck, this is probably when the potatoes are coming in. And I can't even check for that ahead of time because I don't remember when they happened. As I recall, the store is open till 6, though. Okay, good, they're not in yet. Normally I would be happy for my crops to be in, but I plan to buy the rucksack today. And I don't want to deal with that. With having to buy more potatoes when I want to buy my fucking rucksack. But I do believe the store is open until 6, which literally gives you just enough time after getting paid to run down and get some last-minute items. Which I think was intentional. The idea that they wanted to give you time to buy something the same day. Now, I want to stress the fact that if this weren't a recorded playthrough to try and entertain people and not bore them to death, and admittedly, Harvest Moon can be boring to watch. It's a lot more fun to play. It's very relaxing. It's kind of telling that the most stressful thing that happened is, oh, I won't get these flowers to Ellie in time. I'm going to have to wait a year to invite her to the festival. You know? It's kind of telling that that's the most stressful thing that's really happened to me. Aside from Greg. Cursed be his name. But, in a non-recorded playthrough, my field would have been cleared by now. I would have smashed all those rocks, except for 1 or 2 or 3 of them, whatever ones I wanted to keep, into fine powder to get them out of my yard. I'd probably have the copper axe by now, instead of have it being in the process of being made. And I would be on my way to the copper hammer, because I wouldn't have cared about Sabara's birthday. Because for some reason right now it's not enough to just tell you that his birthday is today. I want to show you by getting him his present, you know? But yeah, normally I would have the field cleared because I would be spending all of the time that I have at nighttime doing yard work, you know? To be fair, I normally have that shit done by the 3rd day. I normally take the time that everything I can possibly get done is done by the 3rd day. And if I weren't trying to maximize my profits, I'd have had Ellie. Because I wouldn't have been wasting time, oh, I gotta get this, you know? I'd have just dashed my ass back and forth getting her flowers constantly, and then doing all my farm work at nighttime, at least until the turnips came up. And now, with the bigger rucksack, I can get more work done. See? I can now hold 4 items in the rucksack and 1 in my hand, which is the exact number I need to gather all of the springtime items in one go. And no, I didn't accidentally pluck 2 of those. I hit the pull out of the rucksack button by mistake. Because it's one of the trigger buttons, and that's where your fingers rest, and sometimes you nudge it. And nudging is bad. Oh, bunny rabbit. That bunny is creepy looking. Not as bad as Angel Bunny, but he's still kind of creepy. Of course, Angel Bunny doesn't look creepy. He just is an asshole, and that makes him creepy. Because cute things shouldn't be creepy. Most of the time. I could be wrong, but I think there's actually one character that likes weeds. And it may actually be Basil. And I don't think I visited the horse today. I will do that once I'm done with the watering. I'm hoping that I can get my laptop fixed. Apparently my niece put a brand new hard drive in a laptop that turned out to be just pure crap. And she's willing to give me that because I have a laptop that needs a hard drive, and she has a hard drive that needs a laptop. And I basically got her and her boyfriend / my roommate new laptops via Fingerhut. You know? They're paying for them, but it's ordered on my account. Time to talk to and brush the horse. Okay, if I'm correct, and I'm probably not, one of my 2 crops that aren't turnips should be in tomorrow. If I'm unlucky, and I probably am, it'll be both of them. It won't be, but I've had days like that. You would think that having all your crops come in at once would be a good thing, but it's one of the worst things that can possibly happen because this field gets pretty damn massive later in the game. And that can take literally every waking hour, or every working hour, let's call them, just to harvest them all on time. And if you miss any of the plants, then that's time lost, you know, because they won't grow in properly. Now, what you can do if you have the right house upgrade, which is to say the second one, or the first one rather, where you get a fridge and an actual kitchen, then you can then take those crops and store them in the fridge, assuming you don't have the harvest sprites just tossing them uselessly into the bin. But that still feels kind of like a failure, you know? And again, I want to point out, if I wanted to, I could finish this weeding right now. The weeding usually is done by the first day. But again, I'm trying not to bore you people to death. I want to try and keep these at an hour at the most. Which means I must be conscientious to my viewers. Okay, today should be potatoes. Check the forecast. Ooh, good, rain. I like rain. Rain means less work for me, and here's Mechapult Ultra on Summer Vacation, Episode 1. Should I pick you up yet? I did not. I am so neglectful. Yep, there's potatoes. Yay, dirt turds! Ever since I got my deep fryer, though, or not my deep fryer, but my fry cutter, because I've had the deep fryer for years. But ever since I got my fry cutter, I have a whole new respect for potatoes. But I do like the fact that all of the single harvest crops, 2 of them will make up for the cost in seeds. Like, for example, this one field of 8 potatoes would be enough to buy 4 more. Like, when I harvest one of those 3 turnip fields, it pays to replant them all. Which, as you might understand, is incredibly useful. And of course, the Harvest Goddess is getting one of these potatoes. Because why wouldn't she? And I might have just enough to replant them all. I hope I do. I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, this will pay for them all, but I kind of want the money now. See, it's times like this I wish it wasn't just a story thing that everyone buys stuff from Jeff on credit. Because, as gorgeous as Karen is, it would really, really, really be worth losing her as a romance just to get stuff before I'm ready for it. You know? Like, if I could have had that rucksack on day 1, it'd be worth taking an extra season to get back on Kara's good side. Especially since I can hold enough stuff in the rucksack to do it. Alright, watch. I'm gonna catch him as he's ducking into the building. Fuck you, Greg. Fuck you and everything you stand for. Nobody likes you and nobody ever will. Because you're Greg, the man who doesn't exist. See? Not there. Saw Zach and I got all excited from him. Ooh, I found Greg. Nope, just Zach. Every time I see Zach, I get hopeful that maybe this is the time that I'm really gonna find Greg. Nope, just Zach. You know what, while I'm in this part of town anyway, I may as well check. Do I have enough to replace my potatoes? Really hope the answer to that question is yes. Kinda wanna plant some more. Okay. Give me some taters, okay? I do. Damn it, I'm short. Incidentally, I should at least have the power berry by the end of this season. If nothing else, I will have the power berry. Now show me... Nope. Okay. Well, I'm not letting those fields go to waste. Yeah. I wish you wouldn't go on that whole spiel every single time you buy something from him. Shit, I can't even do that now. Well, I'm not going to miss a planning day. Actually, I think I just fucked myself. Yup, I totally just fucked myself. Except for one thing. If I can get into the mines and find 7 more things, I can plant all of my potatoes. Of course, if I find 2 more things, then that'll get me enough to get some turnips. So yeah, I'm wrong. At 5 o'clock, they close. So I can either do last-minute shopping, or I can get my money from Zach. 3 guesses which takes priority. Gonna need those tomorrow. Now, before I forget, I'm gonna take care of the horse. Cucumber should come in on the 15th, maybe? Which might be a holiday? Want to make sure I didn't accidentally water or smack the horse. Yep, I missed it. Okay, good. Yep, I'm not getting any work done today. Not on the field, at least. Not besides the normal work of harvesting, planting, crop shit. I'm gonna get crop shit done and nothing else. Oh, wait. Damn it. Hold on. Don't need that. That I need. One more. Actually, that was the one I needed. Don't need ore right now. Need that stuff. Just need money. All the money, please. Gimme money. Gonna need that money. Yeah, ore of that level just doesn't have the value I need. And I'm not... If it were instant payment, I'd do it. But it's not, so I'm not gonna bother. Jesus Christ, can I get some money? Now, if I start pulling up gold or Mistral, I will keep them. Mistral, by the way, is blue. There's some gold. There's some money. There's a hole. There's another hole. There's another hole. There's a first level of fatigue. Some junk ore. I can't believe I'm still finding that. As far down as I am. How many more? 2 more. 2 more and I can potato. I can potato all the potatoes if I find 2 more. 1 more. Give me 1 more and I can leave. Ooh, gold. Ooh, Mistral. Okay, that one gets chucked because I don't have the room for it. 1 more money. Give Kyrix another money. Thank you. And now I leave because I don't need to press my luck. Hello, Harvest Goddess. By the way, she will not take produce on holidays. Because apparently she likes holidays too. Okay, now I will drop these into the thing. Because that is what it's for. But I'll use the chicken coop so I can stop time. Gold. Gold. Mistral. And then I will get my potato seeds so that I may potato. Whoops. That was me grabbing the cord and surprisingly not fucking up. I should have just enough time to get all the chores done. Well, the ones that are time sensitive anyway. Let me just check something real quick here. Where are the ores? Okay, remember what I said about those being worthwhile? I was wrong. Gold's worth 25, Mistral's worth 40. Yeah, those are pathetic. God, Jeff, shut up. Just sell me potato seeds and I will leave your store. Had to have that damn rucksack. Leave me alone. Tomorrow's going to be such a busy day. The turnips come in, I get my new axe. I plant more turnips. Good news is I think it rains tomorrow, so that's the thing. If I hadn't been so short on money, I'd have actually started working on my hammer today. But that's not going to happen now. Could still happen tomorrow, though. Oh, by the way, the goddess will also not take crops in the rain. Which means tomorrow when my turnips come in, I'm going to have to save one. No, I'm just going to have to toss them all. Unless I seriously want to hold that thing in my backpack for 2 fucking days. Which I may have to do anyway. Because I think the cucumbers come in on a holiday. Because I think this following Sunday is also a holiday in the game. Here's an awesome way the game flies in the face of common sense. I can water the ground and then plant the seeds, instead of planting the seeds and then watering the ground. So that's fun. Was that even worth the effort? A little bit. Yeah, the thing with ores is unless you pull them up in mass, meaning like in wintertime with a basket so you can hold 30 of them plus the 9 in your rucksack, ore is not worth the time it takes to even gather it. You know? So I rarely do mining. Well, there's some people who do it fucking religiously, and I'm sure in the wintertime, if every day you're downstairs in that mine gathering up the stuff that you mine with, I'm sure you can get a lot done. You know what? We're going to show something off. The thing is, though, I never do that because I make so much money in the summer and in the fall that I don't need the piddly amount from mining. And honestly, by then, I tend to have several animals. If nothing else, I have a full coop of chickens. You know? Not to mention at least 1 cow and 1 sheep. So by that point in the game, I can sustain myself through winter if I have to. I mean, any money I lose in winter, I immediately make up on other things. Let's do some, let's go with the grape liquor. Hopefully that'll give me the energy I need to finish these, chores. Because if I pass out in the middle of watering, I'm going to be pissed, especially with as much money as I just spent. That is a pineapple I just spent, basically. Speaking of pineapples, in the final week of the month, I'm going to have to start, the final week of the season, rather, I'm going to have to start setting aside to get some. Pineapples are the only crop in the first year of summer that you can plant on the first day, because the first day of summer is a holiday, and guess what isn't open on holidays? If you said everything, you're right. God, holidays piss me off sometimes. So far, it looks like that grape liquor was worth its money. Yup, totally worth its money. And again, I cannot stress enough the fact that once I upgrade to the gold watering can, this will be a thing of the past. This will just be done. Watering becomes the first thing you do every day because it's over in like a minute. You know? So literally, oh, let me just water the crops. Boom, done. And we're on the final day of the week, Saturday. By the way, another option here is you can trade animals. For example, if I had another save on this memory card or on another, I could swap, like, oh, I want my chickens here. Damn, I overslept. Well, not getting Greg today, that's for damn sure. Fortunately, it's raining, so it's not really going to hurt me much. Ooh. Hold on, I could have sworn tomorrow was a holiday. Today is the holiday. Just a husband. That's not really a good song. How about somebody put some good lyrics to the music? There's one way to tell if I'm about to waste a lot of time on these turnips. And that is if everything is closed or not. Well, he's got my axe, but that means nothing. I think it's made of copper. Okay, I think we're pretty good. Yeah, I think there's a couple holidays in this game that aren't real holidays. And I think this is one of them. It's one of those ones where you just have a thing going on, you know? You, there's some little events that happen, but it doesn't shut down the world. And if any of the girls had liked me, they would bring me cookies. Or chocolate. And if they really like you, they give you a chocolate cake. Or maybe the spring's the one where I give... One of them is the one where I give them something, and another one's the one where they give me something. And I think this is the one where I give them something, but it doesn't matter, because... Either way, I don't have a kitchen, so I can't make something for them. And the only one likely to stop by and give me anything is Ellie. Oh, duh! I'm a dipshit. It's raining. That's how I know it's not a holiday. It never rains on holidays. On real holidays. And I was about to mention something about the fact that that seems awfully convenient, but there's a literal goddess in this game who probably prevents it from raining on holidays so that her people don't have to suffer on the holidays. Which really makes sense when you think about it. Nope. Damn it. You shit. Get back in the thing. You dumb shit. Get back inside. I'm not responsible for that. He probably lost a heart from that too, but piece of shit. I just realized I've lost some serious time here. I might not be able to get all this. And that's where you cheat. And just think, if my derpy ass had hit the hot springs, this wouldn't be happening. I think I'm just barely gonna make this. Incidentally, in the Game Boy Advance game, the Harvest Sprites have levels of things. So they might actually have a level of, oh, I'm good with animals, or oh, I'm good at this, you know? And just so you know, all is not lost here if I don't get these in time. Well, you can suck a dick, Zach. Okay, so those are all lost. Now, time to show off how this works. One, two, three, four, five, six. clear this off. The one problem with this is if I was off a little bit on my aim and didn't actually hit that, I wouldn't even know until the 6th swing. So I'm a little upset that I lost those turnips. And it's all because I overslept, and that pisses me off, because it shouldn't have happened in the first damn place. But it did. Today was just a crappy day. And sometimes you have those, you know? Wow, it's 6 a.m. over here. I have been at this forever. Alright, and the reason I have the turnip out is so that I remember they're in my rucksack, because I could go straight to this game, or I could just do this in 2 weeks from now. But we're going to do a diary entry, because it's that time. Hopefully this is a much shorter video. Hell, even if it's only knocked off 20 minutes, it's an improvement. But, here we are. I'm Kyrix, and this has been Let's Play Harvest Moon Back to Nature. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.